All right, welcome back to Jonesycast. Hey, I'm Jonesy, and this is the cast. Essentially, what I do is go through Reddit and do Reddit replies on relationship advice, dating advice, etc. Please like and subscribe if you're digging it. If you're not, that's totally cool. Let's have a look at this one. It is relationship advice posted by user throw ra divide no 3731. My 20 male girlfriend 20 female emotionally cheated. How do I continue? Okay, so like in all my videos, I'm not going to give you the full context. If you want that, please go read the post. I'm just going to read through it and respond to what I think. There's a lot to unpack. God damn, you're not wrong there, son. You're not wrong there. Now, first of all, I just want to let you know, dude, if I laugh during this video, it's because of the absurdity of this situation. It's crazy. And I've been in it. Okay. I was in this exact situation when I was 23. Okay. Ooh, whoops. Now, there's a lot to unpack, and throughout asking friends and family, I can never reach a verdict. And while I do not ever ask Reddit for help, I'm in desperate need. The girlfriend and I have been best friends for years. To get straight to the point, she has a lot of past experience, to use the nicest terms. I like that, bro. I like that. She knows what she's doing. Is that what you're saying? Look, I'm just going to give you some context on that. A lot of young men, especially these days, because you got to remember, you and I are born after the birth control pill, which means that you and I are dealing with a different kind of woman. Okay. We're dealing with women that are not inhibited by pregnancy scares. We're dealing with women that, like us, only have to really worry about sexually transmitted infections. But with medicine and condoms, I mean, it's not that big of an issue. Now, as a consequence of that, there's been a massive sexual liberation. But that's not necessarily a good thing, because what we've essentially done is commodified and transactionalized sex. Right? I love her and I don't care, as we were best friends and knew everything about each other prior to dating. She'd party, drink, do all those things, and all I would do is encourage her having fun and being safe because I trusted her with all my heart, which is extremely hard after my previous serious relationship, which she knows about. Okay, here's the deal. You are in a relationship with someone that at this point lives a very different lifestyle to you. Okay, if you're not out there partying with her, so it's a couple's invite. If it's just her, then she's having these experiences by herself, and that will drive a little bit of a wedge in between you. Now that wedge may stop if you're someone else, but it's clearly driven a wedge in between you two because it is a consequence of partying and doing what she wants and being free, that she has found some interesting things about another man and done some interesting things as well. Just remember, freedom isn't always a good thing, right? Like, the only reason you can play a game is because there are arbitrary rules put upon all the players in which we play, and then we get to have fun. Okay. If I was going to play basketball and I was totally free to do what I want, well, then it's not fucking basketball, is it? Every single thing you do, there are restrictions and constrictions on to make it the best it can possibly be, or ostensibly that. You know, that's the idea behind rules and restrictions, to balance freedom with fun or safety, right? And in this scenario, the relationship is not equal, and it's not just because she's out there partying and you're not, but it's also because she's using the freedom that she has and you're not using the freedom you have. Okay. So, and all that I just said, it's not good. I mean, people can work it out if they're switched on enough, if they're intelligent enough, if they love each other enough, if they're wise enough, if they're patient enough, etc. But these are all questions you have to ask yourself, and she has to ask herself, and you two have to decide for yourselves and as a couple together that you are patient enough to deal with what she wants to do, that you do trust her enough to allow her to do what she wants to do, right? Et cetera, et cetera. Now, it seems like, which is extremely hard after your previous relationship. I mean, if you got cheated on in your previous relationship, that's not good, man. That's not good, because it's not just that you develop trust issues, but you do. It's that you also start having self-esteem issues, in that you begin to think that you're not good enough for any woman, you know. And my best mate had to deal with that. He got cheated on again and again. Now he's single. So, however, 3 months in, and now being 3 months ago, I found out she'd snuck out of her house to go to a friend's place, which turned into her dry humping a dude and saying about him in a set of texts, because you went through her phone. I mean, at least your instincts were right, you know, holding back from fucking, and would dump me if he wanted to date her, and how she's still in love with him and might never get over him. Okay, here's the problem that you now face. So you've gone through her phone. She's not going to get caught again, amigo. She's not going to get caught again. And you need to understand that. So now it's about trust. Because fool me once, shame on me. Sorry, you. Fool me twice, shame on you, right? She's not going to get caught again through the text messages and stuff. And the problem that you're dealing with, and this is the real issue in the crux of the video, is that I believe the truth that she said she blocked him on everything. Doesn't matter. However, of course, now I barely trust her. Of course. She's been doing a lot to have me trust her again, and I feel that she truly does love me and is trying to build my trust back. Well, is that about wanting your trust, or is that about wanting to calm down the fires of rebellion and resentment so that she can get back to doing what she wants? Because here's the problem that you face. And again, this is the crux of the video. You're dealing with a woman that has desires, and she can't do anything about those desires, and you can't do anything about your desires, and I can't do anything about my desires. Okay. Now, please understand this. You can't do anything about the fact that you have them. You can do something about them. Like, do you act on them or do you not? That's where the action takes place. But you can't do anything about having the desires. Look, I think my girlfriend's hot as fuck, right? And I can't do anything about that. I just think she's hot as fuck. I mean, I can't decide to not like her, right? Like, belief and desire are not a choice, okay? What we do about our beliefs and our desires, those are the choices, okay? So let's go through it. Her friends constantly want to go out and parties and drink at houses which mostly are owned by past hookups of hers. It's looking bad, man. It's looking bad, brother. Like, not only that, but she's going on a yearly vacation with a best friend whose cousin she had sex with on the vacation 2 years prior. Jesus! This vacation would last 2 weeks, and I have no clue how I should feel or continue this relationship. Well, you should feel fucking a little bit. Listen, you should feel what you feel. If you feel untrustworthy, like if you feel that you can't trust her, then feel it. I mean, again, we don't choose what we feel. We choose what we do about what we feel. Okay. And you need to trust your instincts, because your instincts worked last time. Okay. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this to any other guy. Like, if you hadn't written down that you had actually had this conversation with her after checking at her phone, I would be like, well, you need to have a conversation with her, right? And probably don't check her phone, but it's up to you. But now you've gone and done it, and you found the evidence. You're in what's called a situation. It is getting so tiring trying to continue, because her friends make her feel bad for not going out to these things and call me controlling and manipulative, despite me always telling her that, listen, I don't want you to piss off your friends and miss out on the fun this summer. You need them and they love you. I love you too, but I can't continue if you will constantly be around those who you have previously hooked up with or had sex with after what happened. I don't think you are making an unreasonable request. Okay. I think you're following in your instincts, and I think you are doing what you know to do with the information you have at hand, because the truth is you don't know what she's going to do. You don't know if she's going to cheat on you. And here's the problem. I don't know if that will ever change. I mean, you're 20. You're going to trust her when she's 25, still banging hot, and these dudes still want her? You're going to trust her when she's 30? You're You're going to trust her when she's 37 and you're in a marriage for, possibly 15 years and the sex has kind of died down and the romance has died down and she meets a guy at work or she meets one of these bananas that she hooked up with? You're going to trust her then? Like, how long are these fences going to be up around her behavior? And again, I'm not saying that you are wrong to do that. What I'm saying is that it is very, very difficult for both her to be in a relationship in which she's with someone that doesn't fully trust her, and for you to be in a relationship with someone you don't fully trust. Okay? It is so difficult. And the question is whether or not you love each other and you two are destined to be with each other and you believe that more than the trust issues. Okay? So let's continue down here. So please help me find out what to do. Should I be okay with her hanging out around past hookups and drinking as well? Well, I wouldn't. I fucking wouldn't. That's for damn sure. I just wouldn't. I mean, you can do what you want, son, but no. No. But then again, man, I'm 33. I've done all that. Like, I've slept with a lot of women, and I've slept with a lot of women who had boyfriends, okay? And I don't feel good about that second part. But these weren't bad women. They were just looking for something. They were trying to find something. They had desires for me. And there's nothing they could do about those desires except either act on them or not. And they chose to act on them. And I chose to engage in that as well. So I'm just as guilty. But having said that, I would not accept this. And one of the reasons I would not accept this is because I was the other guy. And I know how easy it is for a charming guy to get into the head of a bored woman. Right. And it's the same with men. Like, it ain't specific to her or her gender. Right. It's the same with men. Like, guys get bored and then they fuck off and do bad things they shouldn't because they forget the price they're going to pay. All right. When you cheat on someone, it's not just that you have sex and then you lie to someone. It's that you change who you are. Right. That's the problem. Okay. So, and how should I handle knowing she's going on vacation with her best friend and cousin who has she banged in the past at that vacation home? Well, I wouldn't do it, man. I'd be like, all right, sweetheart, you do what you want, but you can't have me. And that's just the deal. That's just the deal, man. You do what you want as a woman. You're 20 years old. Now you can vote. I mean, I wouldn't accept any of this. I wouldn't accept any of this. But then again, man, I've lived a life. I'm 13 years older than you, okay? So you have to make the decision that is right for you. Or am I not crazy and insecure and have full right to feel this way and end it? You have the full right to feel this way and you have the right to end it. And you did at any point. I mean, the question that you're asking is, are you justified in ending it because of this? I can't answer that question for you, but I'd answer that question for me, brother. Fuck yeah. I'm done. Right? I'm done. But at 20 years old, I wouldn't have been done. At 20 years old, I would have let that slide because I did. Right? At 23, I got fucked. I got fucked because I was the rebound and I didn't know it. And she told me she loved me and she didn't love me. And I think she believed that she loved me, but she didn't love me because I don't listen to what people say, my friend. I don't listen to what they say. I watch what they do. Okay? I watch what they do. Because what you do tells me what you want. What you say tells me what you think you want. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something else, and I really hope this last part sticks with you, okay? And I say this in too many of my videos, so all the normal viewers that might see this are just going to get bored right now. Write down what you want in a relationship. Not in this relationship, but in a relationship, and then you can put this relationship over the top of that and see if it matches. Write down what you don't want in a relationship, all right? And for me, what I want is trust, honesty, respect, passion, commitment, responsibility, consistency. What I don't want is the threat of them cheating again, the fear of them cheating again. I don't want to be insecure about the woman that I say I love and says loves me, right? Then write down the man that you want to be in a relationship and write down the woman you want to have in a relationship, okay? And the woman you don't want to have and the man you don't want to be, okay? If you write all them down, please do that. Because otherwise, like a butterfly, those thoughts will fly away, okay? And then if this ever happens again with another woman or this woman, you can look at your list defined by you, not me, And that will be the compass that you use to get through the situation. Okay. I had something else for you. But I can't remember what it is now. I mean, I think you are within your rights to break up with her and have freedom. If I was honestly in your position, man, I would break up with her and I would focus on myself. Become the man that you want to be. Read the books you should read. Do the martial arts you should do. Become the skilled engineer or computer tech or soldier or police officer or whatever it is that you want to do. Do that. And then as you go through life by yourself, being single, right, then you can meet a woman and ask if she wants to get in the car and travel with you. But you do you, son. You do you. And mate, I was told that when I was 24 and it changed my life. My best mate and my mentor who had left, actually, which is the reason I got in the business with the other girl at 23. I asked him, I mean, what the fuck do I do about this girl that it seems to have a different life path? And he said, man, you do you. You do you. And if she wants to come along, fucking sweet. But if she doesn't, fucking sweet. Because then you have the space for a woman that you can love and a woman that can love you and that can really show it to each other. I mean, that's right. Here's what I was going to say. And I hope this helps too, man. At some point, relationships become legal contracts and you have to trust this woman with your children. You have to trust her with half of the mortgage. You have to trust her with being your power of attorney. Making the decision to turn your life support off. Do you trust this woman with those things? Can you see yourself trusting this woman with those things? I would just ask you that question because relationships become legal contracts. Whether you want them to or not, you spend enough time with this girl and the state will mandate that. It's called de facto, which means by the fact of. By the fact of you spending so much time, you are in a de facto relationship. So that's what I would think about, man. And look, I hope this video really helps you. I wish you the best. And I know that you can get it. Okay? Good luck.